morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Questions, stickers, throw them in the comment box, guys. What's going on? Good morning, Shelby. What's up, YouTube? We'll start here in about a minute and 15 seconds, guys. Give people an opportunity to jump in. You know how it works. You've been here before. If you're new, guys, let me know. If this is your first time, let me know in the chat. Wait for some folks to show up. Just a couple. Just need a couple of you there. Where's all my YouTube people? Now YouTube's not showing me how many's on. I don't know, but I can see your chat. I don't know what is up with YouTube. It's been crazy, right? What's up, Matt? What's up, guys? A lot of people on Instagram. Remember, you guys can click the share button to let people know that you're watching my live. What's up, Ollie? What's up, Blaine? All right, guys, let's get started because I want to give you guys plenty of time to ask questions. So remember, if you have questions or tickers, get them in the chat. All right, so what is it? Good morning. Happy, what is today? Tuesday, June 30th, our last day of June 2026. Today, we have 9:45 S&P U.S. manufacturer final PMI, and then 10 o'clock ISM and construction spending. I think the markets react a little bit to it, but it shouldn't be anything overwhelming. The NIMO oscillator is 18, so it's on the positive side, but inconsequential for what we're looking for. And the NAMO is at 13, positive side, and same story. The VIX, nobody's buying protection because the VIX has dropped down to 17. Guys, we get down here to 14, right? And we have a catastrophic event. You're going to see the markets blow up, because the problem is when the VIX is down here, there's no protection in the market, meaning that there are no, everybody's long, right? And that gets ugly. So YouTube's not showing me as live. I've got a bunch of people on YouTube though, Matt. Interesting. YouTube folks, any problems with my broadcast? Let me know. All right, guys are saying we're good on YouTube, so I'm not sure, Matt. But thanks for the heads up. All right, so that's an overlook. So of the oscillators, I'll quickly review my report, guys, and then this time is really meant for you guys. So one thing we got to watch here. Look, this is happening. You see how, look at the indices. It's these first four charts. And I know Instagram, you can't see them all, but all the indices are bullish. But look, we're getting this rollover. Where am I at here? See this? Everything's starting to roll over against the bias. So we might have to endure non-reads as everything rolls over, right? Or we wait for price to lift. So they were all very bullish. When I checked them, what the charts looked like, hours ago. So we might be some downtrending in the markets, and oil's up. Gold spiked overnight. Not spiked, but popped up last night. When it broke down, especially gold futures broke down to like 39.50. I thought for sure we were going to retest 4,000 and then fail. So I shorted 4,000. It started to pay. I went break even, and then I went to bed because I had a TP lower, and I got kicked out. So, but anyway, ES. Our next long read, guys, the VWAP over top is defense. 7,500 is defense. So to get that long read, we have to get above that, right? So as of right now, there's actually a short level right there. So we can also short here if we think everything's going to roll over with some protection. So we'll talk about that in the war room when you have that duality of being able to take both sides of the trade in these boxes. And of course, we'll look at what SPX is doing. RTY, it's just, look at this thing. This thing's crazy. Where's the all-time high? It's right here. Let's mark it. So what I like to do is I like to mark it because there is resistance there when we get there. Bum, bum, bum. Let's make it gold, shall we? So our next long read is through the VWAP. So 5-minute cross beat, but I would wait for the VWAP. All right. But look at this. Trend status is we're in torsion. 30-minute, 1 hour. Don't agree. That tells you. So when you see this, you know it's channeling. Oh, so if I didn't see the chart and I see this, you can see the channel. And again, Instagram, you guys are limited. Guys, if you want the full screen, jump over to YouTube. All right. So NQ only goes up, right? I took this short and lost. Yeah. I took the short and lost. I lose trades, guys. Holy shit. It's not the end of the fucking world. So, because NQ only goes up, some of you guys that lose trades are ready to jump off of a damn building when it happens. Man, if you can't handle loss, go find something else to do. Well, isn't that big a deal, right? So, anyway, we'll see what happens here. Again, we're in torsion, which describes this channel. I'm going to explain this in depth. So, to my group, YM, same thing. It's starting to roll over, although we're not in torsion, so you can see it's mildly trending. The next long read, I think the long reads have got to be over the VWAPs today. I just have that feeling. Remember, price below VWAP is selling, right? So if you get a buy signal below a sell signal, that limits your reach. Gold, what? Gold is, we're preset for a new primary read. How do I know that? Look, everything is green. Like when you're in a matrix like this just does it for you. Let's see. Everything's green. One thing's red. The 5 minutes red. When it turns green, that's your read. Yes, when everything's aligned. So that next read is approximately here. So look, we're above the VWAP. We are in a buying period. If we get to cross here, we'll be limited by the daily high a bit. Ignore this, right? So if we get to cross here, 35, there's 10 points till we hit market structure there. We'll keep an eye on that. I'm a little suspect if oil runs. Now, oil and gold have decoupled a little bit where they have a negative Pearson correlation where they do the opposite. But that limiting factor. So we'll also keep an eye on DXY. DXY, guys, above 100 is bad for gold if you're a long-term gold investor. I think it's like all right, so it's at 101. It really needs to drop. All right, so that's the dollar index. Strong dollar, weak gold. That's how that works. Teach you guys all this stuff when you're in my group. All right, let's get your questions because that's actually why I exist here, right? Do this for free Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for 20 minutes. Before I head over to my group on my free Discords, links in the bio. And normally on Fridays, I am now live at 11 a.m. with Crypto John at Alpha Beta Report. So make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. I'm waiting to hear back from John to see. I think we might be pushing the meeting this week because of the holiday weekend. There's no trading Friday. I won't be live on Friday, right? I know you guys will be jonesing for some trades, but markets close on Friday in observance of the holiday. All right, guys, let's get to your tickers and questions. What do we got here? YouTube. What's up, guys? If you're new here, guys, let me know. I see a lot of the same names. You guys are doing great for showing up on a regular basis. Bitcoin may fall. Yeah, it's going to, Marcus. So we talk about, so if you guys joined me, Crypto John last Friday at Alpha Beta Report live, Crypto John is an expert. I mean, obviously by his name in crypto, but he's a research analyst like me, very good at analyzing anything. So here was your first test of that zone. Here's the second test with deeper penetration. Third test, deeper penetration. Volume is picking up. This thing's going to break. But buy Bitcoin. Most analysts have it right where I put it. Cycle low, 48 to 50,000. Maybe Michael Saylor jumps out of a window. I've always hated this product. I've never liked it. So commiserate with that. I like Ethereum, and I concur with Crypto John that if it hits that green box, I'm going to buy more because I own a bunch of it. Right? I'm a long-term investor. I mean, I own this thing at like $1.70 or $175, $220. So I'll buy more down here. Right? So anyway, what's causing oil again? Darian, I don't know. Let me look. I didn't see anything on Financial Juice, guys. I follow Financial Juice. That's right here. I subscribe because it gives you this like hot news immediately. It's a news alert thing. There's a lot of stuff about Iran. Tehran hasn't received any details about the dialogue, and there's some delays and stalls in the deal, and maybe that might be it because it's not really spiking. It's just slow grinding up, so it might be just because of that. Oil is very sensitive to any news that comes out of the Middle East right now. That's probably my guess, Darren. Side question: do you still believe physical silver is the best bet on dumb hold for Yeah, I mean, I started buying physical silver at $10. I bought it at $10, $20. I bought it at $40 during Obama's administration, and then it pulled way back, and then I bought it as high as $100. And it's down now around, it's a great buy, like technically on the charts right here at this, see that buy zone? 54 to 56. So I'm going to try to buy more physical silver because I can buy twice as much as I've recently paid. Right. And then if this zone collapses, I think 45 to 50 is probably the wick as it goes down. So, fundamental experts still have this at $200, but remember this is very manipulated. So not necessarily physical silver. So I'll buy more. I don't care because it's worth more than the damn dollar is. Our government just keeps printing that shit. Hades, what the hell is football? You mean soccer? Do you mean soccer, Hades? How can job openings impact gold? I don't think there's a direct impact, but employment rates overall is one of the metrics that the Fed looks at. So if the job openings helps ease inflationary fears and their employment rate goals, that may help gold. But if you mean soccer? You guys get out of here. All right, YouTube, Instagram, what do you guys got? If you're new here, let me know. Got some more time I can spend answering your guys' questions. Scrolling down through Instagram. Remember, guys, all my links are in my bio. Also, guys, look at the post on Instagram. The Student Alpha. So YouTubers, if you go to Instagram, The Student Alpha, that's my backup account. Because eventually the account you're watching me on now, I'm going to leave. Because Meta sucks. So I'm eventually close this account. I mean, they've banned me 6 different ways to Sunday. I can't do so much with this account because they said I'm a fraud. So I'm trying to rebuild a new account if you guys want to follow me over there. Otherwise, you guys are going to miss all these alerts. Next question. Will I short the NAS at 30,000 or 31,000? All right, so let's look at the NAS. So I've already shorted the NAS in terms of a long-term play. All right. So again, off my weekend update. This is 2 months ago. I predicted this to be the top, and right now it is. This might be potentially a double top, guys. We'll see what happens right here. And what that looks like is price up. It looks like a letter M, and then this is the neckline. If that neckline breaks, down it goes. All right. And what I told several of the groups that I operate in is that yesterday's buyback, look at this volume. That volume did not sweep the sellers or overtake the sellers here. So now you're going to form a doji. So it'll be interesting what happens today. My guess is we probably get a sellback below the all-time high, but who knows? NAS only goes up. However, I have shorted in the futures product. I'll probably short 31,000 to answer your question there, but I've already bought SQQQ, right? So I'm long SQQQ, which shorts the NAS, and I'm long at that green line. So I'm underwater a little bit, but I'm not fully allocated. I'll just keep adding to my short position. You got to watch the duration that you hold this, because it does split. It does decay. But this is a protective portfolio position. Good questions, though. All right, so let me go down and look at some more questions. Get them in there, guys. Make sure you follow The Student Alpha. Yeah, all one word, The Student Alpha. All right, guys. So, listen, I'm live at the top of the hour. So if you're not getting the alert that I'm live, set an alarm on your phone, but you can click the 3 dots and tell it to alert you immediately. You can prioritize when I go live so you're not missing this, because I've been Monday through Friday for 4 years doing this. I mean, I did it when I had 10 people on. Now I'm over 100. But what I need you guys to do is tell each one of you guys, tell 100 of your closest friends. That way we can blow us up. Let me see how many people we got on. Let's look. Yeah, we're over 100, just barely over 100. So, do I have any open positions? Yeah, I mean in my long before, but I haven't taken any in this environment. And guys, I didn't buy this bullshit. Let's take a look. I want to tell you I told you so. Okay, so SpaceX, guys, if I had $1 for every time I've been asked, did you buy SpaceX? Do you own SpaceX? Fuck no, I don't own SpaceX. Do you even follow me? I've warned everybody off this bullshit. IPO price was actually down here, right? I think it was, 135? I set a front-running alert to that. By the time it hit the street at 150, ran up to 225, pulled right back to that and found some supportive buyer. And why did it find support here? Because people that missed this run-up saw it come back to the street price like, oh, I think I'll buy some now. I've got a good deal. No, you don't. I'm still going to stick with the fact that, and I'm on record saying it, so I can't get away from it. It's going to look like this. This is what this chart's going to look like. See that? Do you guys see that? This is what SpaceX is going to look like. See? Look. Newsmax ran up hard, came back to IPO price, or street price, got some buyers, and then died. This thing at one time, guys, was, look at that wick. Look. $264. How much is it right now? $7. If you bought that at $250, you probably jumped out of a 6-story building. SpaceX was the biggest fraud perpetrated on retail investors that I've seen since I've been trading. Yep. Maybe a different story in multiple years, but don't be buying it now. Oh, man. Nino, are you part of the XRP army? That shit ain't going to $10,000. It's funny how many reels I see people like, it's going to $10,000. You can't do math, can you? Holy cow, look at the time, guys. My VIPs are waiting on me. I got to get over there. If you're just joining, I start at top of the hour Monday through Friday at 9 o'clock. So you missed about 20 minutes, and I'm here to help you guys. I'm going to head over there, guys. Hit my links in my bio. Come join my VIP 7-day free trial. You guys have a good one.